Have you ever felt like exam season is kicking your ass? Same. And because of that, I created 75 Locked In. Is this another reason for me not to study? Yes. Yes, it is a reason for me not to study. And instead of studying, I did this. Yes. Is this an ad for myself? Also, yes. So let me explain how this is gonna work. So last stream, when I was stumbling my ass into the shower, because, well, sometimes when I'm too tired, I don't have the energy to go out, but I'm rambling about myself. I was stuck with the magical idea of 75 locked in. Because I have like very big FOMO, because I cannot participate in 75 booked, which is like a challenge, like 75 hard. But for book girlies, 75 booked is basically 2 reading sections a day, where you have to drink a bottle of water in each section, where you read for 45 minutes. I cannot participate because exams are near and I don't have a disposable 1 hour and a half to give into reading. So I created this wonderful thing called 75 Locked In, which is basically 75 booked or 75 hard, but for students. I also made a notion that I'm going to show. So, like most of you know, I have ADHD, and my ADHD brain needs structure. Because I think in another life I was supposed to be a Virgo too. And it turns out I was born a Leo because I was too early, but that's a story for another day. And the world wasn't ready for me to be a perfectionist little Virgo. So I made this 75 locked in. The rules are pretty simple. You have to study for 5 hours every day. You can split it however you want, however you feel like it. You have to, if you're waking up early, which is a thing that I usually do when I want to study. So if you're waking up before 7:30, you have to have 1 hour of self-care. So like planning, prepping your day, journaling, reading. Usually with no social media. If you wake up after 7:30, you can still do that, but you can also just start studying right away. It fits whatever you do best. You have to take a daily walk of at least 30 minutes, listening to something educational, like an audiobook or a podcast. Educational could be like very broad. Could be educational is like a book that you want to read about, learn about, I don't know, other dimensions and other fantasy worlds. That's still educational. Wink, wink. You have to prep the materials the day before. You have to prep your desk, clean your desk, and all of that before you go to bed. You have a 1 hour social media limit. A lot of people, because we have been doing this already for like 2 months, I'm late to filming. I know that exams have been hard, tests have been hard, I have been sick. That is my excuse. A lot of people have gone above that, and I'm okay. For me, this social media limit is to minimize me doom scrolling. So I just want to get the number as low as possible. But I also do social media, and I need to be on social media to know what's trending, what's not trending. And I feel like a lot of people use social media just to um, talk to their friends or something like that. So it's a 1 hour limit, but the goal is getting your social media intake as low as possible. And also a small hydration goal, which is like read 2 liters or more of water a day, which seems pretty easy. There are some like weekly requirements. For example, I have put in that you are allowed 1 day of sleeping in. just because I feel like we all need like one day a week where you can just sleep in with no alarms and wake up like naturally. And you are allowed a one free afternoon, like one afternoon where you don't have to study. You can dedicate it to rest, to your hobbies, for fun, but you still have the required 5 hour limit. So you have to study every day for 5 hours. On the weekly review, I have keep a notebook and check in with yourself if those 5 hours that I do daily is enough, if something is slowing me down, what's boosting me, and what are the priorities the weeks before. I'm also sniffly, so if you guys hear me sniffle, I'm sorry. I didn't choose this life, the sick life chose me. So this year, I'm gonna prepare exam season like it's a boss. This challenge works for 45 days. Your girl has 8 exams this year, from different, and I'm gonna start doing my calendar of studying, like this week or next week, where I'm gonna do things as manageable as possible. Instead of looking at like subjects, I'm gonna look at chapters. So which each subject has this amount of chapters, and I'm gonna put like 1 or 2 chapters a day to review. I'm also gonna have to have in count that I'm gonna be on vacation in the Netherlands for the majority of my exam prep season. So I have to do 2 different schedules for in vacation and outside vacation. Why, you may ask? Why, you may ask that I'm gonna go to the Netherlands and I have 2 different schedules. So in the Netherlands, I usually go to bed around 9:30 to 10:30. My boyfriend wakes up at 4 a.m. to go to work, and I'm gonna plan to wake up at 7:30 and study 5.5 hours for till midday till 1. And then I'm gonna have free time for the rest of the day, because I truly want to spend time with my boyfriend. That's the reason why I go there. And yeah, I'm gonna be there till the 26th of December till the 1st of January. And that's my that's my notes for that. I'm gonna take 2 days out to 2 days out of that vacation to have truly more free time, so, which is the 1st of January and the 31st of December, where I'm going to study for 2 hours max and maybe do some light revision. My exams are going to start on the 5th of January till the 30th, 2 days apart, but I can have multiple exams a day. Right now, my exam calendar is looking like this. It can look better or worse. Not worse. That's the worst it can get, but it can get better depending on how good I did the last few tests. Hopefully, I can knock out some and I don't have to do the exams, but we will figure it out together. For right now, I'm just gonna do some organizing, and I'll be back in a bit with the 2 week locked in check-in, because I want to put it in video, and I want to do in another 2 weeks I want to check in again on the locked in challenge, because it's 75 days, so I'm gonna do a check-in every 2 weeks on YouTube. Okay, it's a bit later. I have right now been doing the locked in challenge for like 2 weeks. Some of those I have been truly sick, and there are some times where I do the minimum of 5 hours. There are the days where I have done like 13 hours and 15 hours. Because the last few weeks of university, of like the semester, are usually the worst, because every teacher decides guess what? It's time for everything, you guys. Your worst nightmare. I'm gonna put every deadline on that day, and you just have to roll with it. So I have been doing a lot of lab reports, which take a lot of my time because they were group projects, and usually group projects don't go well. If you guys know, you know. Uh, I have been streaming a lot, which usually helps me keep the 5 hours rolling. I have been hitting the 5 hours consecutively, and I have been hitting the social media limits to the lowest as possible too. The one thing I have not been doing so well is a taking care of yourself part. For example, I have not been drinking my water. I have not been doing the free afternoon. I have not been doing any self care at all. Why? Because I'm a stressed little motherfucker. So I want to do that better because I feel like that. It's been 2 weeks and I'm already so tired, drained. I'm sniffly and I want to do better because I know that this in the long run is gonna make me so sick, so burnt out that I'm gonna fuck myself so hard, and then in the exam season I'm just gonna be a zombie walking with memorizing things. I want to work on that. But yeah, that's the end of my 2 week review. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll leave the Notion, the Discord where we're doing the check-in in the description. And yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon. I might have another vlog coming this week because just the last week I didn't do any, so I did a little vlog. And yeah, I'll see you guys in don't know, you'll see. Bye everyone.